Welcome to my channel. I'm Gary Wiriawan, and today is just a quick chat video. I want to talk about gear acquisition syndrome, GAS. So recording this quick chat video is a little bit funny for me because I suffer a lot from gear acquisition syndrome. As you can see behind there, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 cameras, including the Osmo Pocket that's recording this video right now. 10 cameras, and I'm talking about gear acquisition syndrome. I think nobody will listen to me, but joking aside, I just want to say that gear acquisition syndrome is something that we all struggle with. But recently, I've been trying my best not to succumb into gear acquisition syndrome, although I fail, obviously, new cameras over there and over there. But yeah, photography isn't just about the gear. You know, on my previous quick chat video, I talked about image quality and sharpness, that kind of stuff. And in that video, the whole point is that it's the photographer that's creating the image, not the camera. The camera is just a small part of the whole components that create the picture that you are taking. So if you have a vision, if you have a story to tell, if you have imagination in your mind and you want to envision it using photography, that will create a nice photograph. But just having an expensive, nice, beautiful camera won't really make you a better photographer. So what is gear acquisition syndrome? Gear acquisition syndrome is basically a state of mind where you are extremely tempted of new cameras, new lenses, new camera gear, that sort of stuff. We've all been there. You might be scrolling in the internet or watching a YouTube video and suddenly an advertisement appear of a new camera with lots of megapixel, new technology, new features, this and that. And you become really tempted. You're thinking, oh, if I have this new camera with these features, I really need these features. That will make my life so much easier. That will make my pictures so much better. Next thing you know, you subconsciously ordered that new camera and then it arrives at your home and like, oh my God, new cameras. And then another advertisement appear of a new camera gear. Maybe this time it's not a new camera, but maybe a lens. Oh, it has this focal length, f something, and then image stabilizer, really nice, really great. If I have this lens, maybe my pictures will become better. I will be able to start taking pictures of this and that and this and that. And suddenly you ended up buying that lens as well. From my own personal experience, this camera right here, this is the GX850. This was a result of gear acquisition syndrome. I don't really need this camera. I was just thinking, oh, if I have another camera that can handle another lens, which is another micro four thirds camera, then I'll be happy. It'll help me when I'm traveling. I can be really compact and I can still have multiple focal lengths ready at the same time. But you know what? That's just my justification of why I purchased the GX850. It's not logical if you think about it because I already have so many camera bodies right there that can perform the function of the GX850 even better. Luckily for me, I ended up liking the GX850 so much, I use it a lot, so maybe it justifies my purchase. I'm still trying to justify myself right here, but you get the point. Maybe you don't really need this piece of gear. What you really need is to break free from this addiction of new gear and start to focus on what matters the most, which is your photography skill. Buying new gear, buying new cameras, buying new lenses will not make you a better photographer. But improving your skill as a photographer, learning about composition, taking photography courses, learning from others in YouTube or on the internet, or maybe learning from a real photographer in the real world, having a chat with them, discussing this and that, and trying to improve your skills will definitely improve you as a photographer. And as a result, you will start take better pictures. You have better understanding about photography. You have better understanding about light, about composition, about this, about that. And that will definitely improve your photography skill. I'm not saying that gear acquisition syndrome is bad. If you are a professional photographer and if you really require that extra 5% from that new feature of the new camera or the new lens, then maybe your purchase is justified and maybe that will give you greater result that your client will really enjoy, or maybe that camera or lens will better integrate with your workflow, that kind of stuff. But if you're only an enthusiast photographer, me for example, I'm only an enthusiast photographer, I'm not doing photography for professional work or that kind of stuff. For us enthusiasts, this kind of stuff really doesn't mean anything. Like, we already have cameras. Why do we need more cameras? So yeah, keep that in mind. Use what you already have rather than buy new stuff. What you already have sometimes is more than good enough. You just need to practice more. You just need to go out more and try to photograph more. Have more photography practice sessions. Go into outings, go into a photography class, or just go out into the town, or just travel somewhere and try to find new compositions, learn more about your cameras and lenses, learn whatever's inside of your camera, all the features, try to utilize them, and I think that will yield better result rather than keep buying new cameras and lenses. So I hope that we can remind each other not to succumb into gear acquisition syndrome. This video is not just for you, it's also for me. As I'm speaking right now, I'm thinking about a lens on the online shop that I saw the other day that was really cool. Maybe I will use it with my M8.2 Leica camera and maybe I will get better result, that kind of stuff. But I kept thinking to myself as well, Gary, you already have a similar lens on your micro four thirds setup. It will perform very similarly. You don't really need that lens for your Leica camera. Your micro four thirds camera with those lenses can already do that. And I have to try really hard to remind myself not to buy new gear and to use what I already have. So yeah, focus on your skill, go out more often with what you already have, try to have more practice time, try to photograph more things, try to improve your skill as a photographer, and definitely that will improve you as a photographer rather than buying new stuff. I hope that today's quick chat about gear acquisition syndrome has been helpful for you. So please comment down below, what is your story about gear acquisition syndrome? Please have a discussion down below. I'd love to read your comments and learn from you as well. I hope that today's video has been informative, useful. So if you enjoy my work, please give this video a like, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. And if you want to support me even further, use the affiliate links on the description below and use the super thanks button to make a small donation to my channel. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.